Hey Cougar families, it's Mrs. K, and this video comes near the end of January because we are excited to say soon we will be all together again in the school building learning together. In looking forward to that day, especially having been away from each other, away from the routines that we know and are used to in this building, it's time for some reminders. This would be a video that I would do after any break, but this has been a particularly long time since you've been in the building. So there are a few reminders that are especially important, and there are a few new things you just need to know so that we continue to offer face-to-face schooling as much as is possible in a world that's just a little bit unsettled still. And so I thank you in advance for sticking with me as I share this information with your families. So every kiddo comes back to us prepared and ready to be successful. So what are the things you need to know no matter what? After every break, after every time we've been away, remember a water bottle. Every person who is a member of our school community needs to have a water bottle with them every day. A learning brain is a hydrated brain. We all need to be drinking water through the day. Our water fountains cannot be used as fountains. They are refill stations. So each and every one of us has to have a water bottle with us every day that we can refill. It is wintertime, so we need to have that winter wear ready. Kids go outside every day. So every member of our school community needs to come every day prepared to be outside for part of the day. That means coat, skidoo, ski, snow pants, whatever you call them, mittens or gloves, toque, scarf, boots, all the things. And extras are really important, especially mittens and socks and hats. They get wet when we've been outdoors playing multiple times a day. So you've got your water bottle, and in the book bag are the extra mittens, the extra socks, and the extra hat, maybe even a full set of clothes for the littles, because those things do get wet when we play outside. I would also strongly encourage you, just like in any school year, please take a moment and label those things. Some of them are new because we've just had Christmas, and we really want to get your things back to you. Our lost and found pile is growing each day, and oh, it would be so much simpler if we just had names in them. We could deliver them right back to you. So labeled extra clothes in the book bag. And then there are the masks. Listen, we are so tired about talking about masks, and I get it. But this is critical information. And parents, I know that you're getting information from multiple sources, sometimes different jurisdictions, provinces, even other countries, about the reality of masks. So this is what I need you to know. It is not optional for any school in the province of New Brunswick to not follow the masking rules. Regardless of your personal beliefs, for your child to be present at school face-to-face, they must wear a mask. It's not up for debate. Same for me. The only reason I have mine off right now is I'm the only one in the building. But I will be putting on my mask to make my way outside of my office right after this video. Masking is not optional. Now, I know that the province has made a recommendation about the best masks. As a school, we are not monitoring what your masks are made of. What we ask is that every person comes with masks that fully cover and stay up around the nose and mouth. It may be disposable, it may be a fabric mask, but it needs to be a mask. It cannot be a buff. That's the line that we have to draw. A buff is one of those pieces of fabric that you just pull up like an extended turtleneck. Those do not meet the criteria. So each and every one of us needs to have multiple masks ready to wear each and every day. Masks are full-time at schools. In the fall, we were working under an education plan with a set of rules, and now we are working from the winter plan. In all levels of the winter plan, every person in a school building is masked at all times. The only exception is when you are seated to eat or drink, and ideally we create distance between them. So there will be probably for many of your children a change in when they eat or where they eat, as we just accommodate that social distancing while they eat, because that is the time and the only time that they are without a mask. See, we've had to adapt. When we first started this mask wearing business in COVID in the way it was, we were really concerned about passing the virus through surfaces. And the reality is right now, Mask wearing is more important than ever because the majority of the virus is traveling through the air. We want your children here in school so very much. And I know you want your children here in school. The only way we can do that is to keep the school open. And a critical part to keeping the school open is keeping the virus out. And we are in a place where the best way to do that is to continue washing our hands, continue keeping our distance, but we have to wear the mask fully over the nose and mouth to reduce as much as possible the possibility of people getting the virus. I know that many children are getting the virus and are faring very well with that, and that is incredibly exciting news. But children cannot come to a school where all the adults are isolated because the virus went through the school. My goodness, we have been so incredibly lucky here, and I'm so grateful that we have done such a great job. The virus hasn't knocked out our school, other than occasionally a class here or there. We've maintained it, and we need to continue that. We literally have to keep the virus out to have enough adults in the building so that your children can be here. So for them to be here, I need all the adults here. Let's work really hard, as much as we're tired of wearing masks, work really hard to do our best job, do what we need to do, and keep everybody in school. So what does that mean? That means that I would like you to sit down with your child and just say to them, just like I do my own, nobody likes wearing a mask. I know you're tired of it. We look forward to a time when we're not going to, but it is not optional. Please do not try to debate it with your teacher. Wear your mask over your nose and mouth for the school day. It's going to be something you have to get used to again because you're back in school. We really appreciate and we actually need that support from home because we are so excited about using our energy to teach your children. We don't want to be expending any of that energy in debate that is out of our hands. We cannot, as a school, change that rule. It is what it is. And so we're going to work together to live within it. We are going to be wearing masks at all times, including outdoors. That is a bit of a change. But one of the things that we have in this new winter plan is that masks are worn outdoors. The only exception is when a child is completely isolated on their own. And you told me as families resoundingly that you wanted kids to be able to interact with each other on the playground. They need to be able to play with their friends from other classes. And that's a priority. We think it's a priority as a school too. That can only happen because we are masked outdoors. I know it's not ideal. I know it's a change. Please just help us, bear with us into the next phase where hopefully mask wearing is less stringent. Right now, masks are outdoors. So why am I saying all this? Masks get wet outdoors. We need extra masks in the book bag every single day. Really, kids need to come wearing a mask and they need 3 clean ones in their book bag. Mrs. K, that's so many masks. I totally get it. I'm a mom too. I have 3 kids of my own. So when we do the math, for 4 of us to come to school every day, 15 masks we're starting out with. So I get it. But we really need your help with this because it's really gross to come in from outdoors with a wet mask and have to sit with that all day. And we want your children healthy. So would you please start gathering up those masks that you probably haven't been using while you've been schooling at home? Find them all, locate them all, work out with your family what's the system that we're going to do to ensure that every child has clean masks in their book bag every single day. The school is not in a position to provide masks to students. I know there was a bit of confusion about that, as in another province, there was some provision of masks. In the province of New Brunswick, masks are the responsibility of the family to provide. So thank you so very much for bearing with us as we just hold firm, and we just make this possible to keep the school open. I so appreciate your taking the time to listen. As always, questions, concerns, just send them my way. We are really looking forward to them all being back. I hope that it's as soon as Monday, but even if that date gets delayed a little bit, everything I've said is true. Water bottle, label your things, change of mittens, hat, and socks, at least in the book bag, and at least 3 clean masks in that book bag. Arrive with a beautifully covered nose and mouth so we can hear all about the adventures you've been on and we can stay safe, healthy with an open school. Let's do it. We can do it.